Hey everybody, how are you guys doing today? I am excited to continue this piece. I think it's coming out great. I love the direction it's going, and yeah, I've been looking forward to hopping in here and seeing what we can do with it. Meanwhile, though, how are you guys doing? Good day, bub. Always good to see you here. And I'm sure there's a couple others of you here. Just not quite saying hi yet, but will be soon. Anyway, how is everybody doing today? I know that I am tired. Okay, so let me share something with you. How I could have, yeah, that's what I'm just getting into. I'm tired. Shortly before I hopped in here and started preparing for the stream, I came across something, and let me see if I can find it. It is a phenomenon. I don't know why. It's my phone just popped this up on the news feed, and I'm like, how did you know? How did you know? It's a phenomenon called revenge sleep procrastination. There's a cat hair on my mic right there. Revenge sleep procrastination. And the idea of sleep procrastination, I'm just going to read a little bit of this to you. The idea of sleep procrastination was first introduced in a 2014 study from the Netherlands, defining the act simply as failing to go to bed at the intended time while no external circumstances prevent a person from doing so. Revenge was added to the title in 2020 with the onset of the pandemic, but as a concept, it has actually been around for much longer. According to Alessandra Edwards, a performance expert, revenge bedtime procrastination is quite common in people who feel they don't have control over their time, such as those in high-stress occupations, and are looking for a way to regain some personal time, even if it means staying up too late. Yeah, that's me. Like, I go. I get up. In the morning, I get up. I take care of what stream business I need to. I link me that please. Yep. But yeah, in the morning, I get up. I take care of what I need to with regards to the stream. I try and get everything set up for the next stream. I archive the last stream. Then I take care of any kind of music business I need to, do the network I need to, check emails, all that. Then I do lunch. Then I hop on and I'm doing music until supper time, or on Wednesdays I'm doing this stream, and then it's a quick supper, and then I'm streaming, and then it's just like, and then by the end of the stream, it's like my brain is like, I need some me time, and I lay down in bed, and I'm there for like 3 or 4 hours, watching random stuff on YouTube, or looking up stuff, or just whatever I want to do. And then, yeah, it's not enough sleep. And when I actually do force myself to say, okay, you know what, 30 minutes, and then by midnight you go to sleep, I wake up the next day and I'm great. And I'm like, why don't I always do this? But then, it always comes when I have a stressful day and I just need to de-stress, and I'm up to like 3 or 4 in the morning. Yeah, exactly. That really called.
I have a quick story to tell.
Okay.
Yesterday I was taking a nap, right? Someone had the great idea of streaming Mario Sunshine while I was asleep. I was asleep for most of the stream until suddenly this person gets to the Mecha Bowser fight, and just before the Mama Peach cutscene plays, I happen to wake up, check Twitch, hop in, and say, so let me tell you why this is amazing and why I'm here.
Okay. That's amazing. Let's see what bean we get for Bunny. Oh, that's a stink bug. That's a stank bug. Bunny just knew exactly. Bunny just knew. Let me see if I can't find this. I'll see. It's a Wired article. Let's see if I can find it. There we go. I will throw this. Let's see, where will I throw this? Let's see. Let's put this in. I'll just throw it in general. No. That's just a V. Control V. There we go. And I'll get rid of that. Delete the V. There we go. Okay. I threw that in general chat so you can take a look at it. But yeah, when you said that's calling you out so bad, yeah, I hear you. It's the same exact thing for me. I read this and I was like, oh, this explains a lot. Like, this really explains a lot. Because anymore, when I'm tired, I don't fight it. It's like when I'm very ruthless in deciding, okay, I need to get stuff together. I need to, start getting on the ball. It's like, yes. I'm going to do this. I do great. But then when I'm tired and I'm stressed and I just don't worry about it, I'm like, no, I just need to distress. And then I'm up till like 4 a.m. Last night, I was up listening to all of Smooth McGroove because he's coming back and I'm excited. And so I just got to listening to all of his stuff. And that led me to realizing, something led me to something else, and then all of a sudden I was listening to Video Games Live, and they've had like 3 albums come out since I last checked them out. So I was going through all the new albums, and yeah, it was one of those things where I was listening to music for hours. The Smooth News is very exciting. I was so hyped when I saw his video. But yeah, I went through his Undertale stuff, all his Zelda tracks, his Ace Attorney tracks. It was his Ace Attorney track that got me going, because from the Ace Attorney track, I got to looking. Okay. I always loved the objection cornered theme in any Ace Attorney game, and so that led me to going, okay, I want to hear an orchestrated version. And then I see a Video Games Live concert with it, and I'm like, oh wow. So I got a chance to meet Tommy Tallarico at Comic-Con like 5 or 6 years ago, and he told me, because I was wearing an Ace Attorney shirt, he said, I'm trying to get an Ace Attorney song going. And I was like, oh yeah, I want that. And so I heard that last night, and I was like, oh, is that on Spotify? And so I checked, and there's like 3 Video Games Live albums that I had not heard yet. And the Ace Attorney one was on there, and it was fantastic. Anyway, that's the story of my night. If you don't know what Video Games Live is, check it out. Video Games Live is it's not really a group, because what they do, so it's headed by Tommy Tallarico, who was one of the top video game composers in the 90s. And he has arranged a ton of video game soundtracks, or video game tracks, into orchestral form. And so he has orchestral arrangements, and what he does is he tours and he gets local symphonic orchestras to play this music. And so when we were in Utah, we were living out there, and it was the Salt Lake Symphony Orchestra, and he came in and they did a concert during Comic-Con, and it was a lot of fun. Does it have anything to do with Mario Sunshine? It wouldn't be so. Actually, they in one of his latest albums, he does have a Mario. Actually, it's Super Mario World. This is the medley that he does, but he has a Super Mario World one. But anyway, we should probably be hopping into some music. We probably should. Sometimes it is just therapeutic for me just to sit here and talk to you guys. It really is. Not going to lie, it really is. But we really should get some music going here. Oh, whoa. Let's actually have a. It's like, oh, we're supposed to have music up. We're not supposed to have my desktop up. Okay. Okay, let's see if everything's loaded in. I tried to load up in all the instruments before I started, but you know how it is. You know how it is. Sometimes the instruments don't all load in. Okay, so here we go. This is the short little bit we did last week. We're going to try and add to it, and then our goal is to finish this next week. I'm not going to try and stress myself out and try and finish this in 2 weeks like I normally do. This kind of track is deserving of having a third week. So let's listen to this, and then let's see what we can add to it. Yeah, can you hear those timpanis aren't loaded in yet? Or not timpanis, violas. Where's the viola? There it is. There we go. Wait, this is Kingdom Hearts? It is. It is, Bunny. Though you won't meet this character until Kingdom Hearts 2. This character is one of many people's favorite characters. His name is Axel. And this is the battle theme when you fight against Axel. Well, this isn't. No. This is, but I took inspiration from Axel's battle theme. I know, Kingdom Hearts is great. Need to continue that game once I get a YouTube channel. Yep. Just, you know what? I will advise to step back into YouTube when you are ready. You know, give it some time, and when you feel like you can safely hop back into YouTube from all angles, as far as actual safety on the internet, your own emotional safety, and safety in regards to your parents' peace of mind. When you feel the time is right, hop in, but don't rush it. Don't rush it. YouTube will always be there. The internet will always be here. All of us will always be here. So often the question isn't whether or not something is right, but whether or not it's the right time. Timing has a lot to do with things. And as human beings, we just want to rush into things. Make sure it's the right time. Okay. Listen to that one more time. Preach it, Baku. I know. I can't help it. I don't know. Sometimes I get a little too philosophical, but a lot of times it's just because these are all life lessons that I've learned, and I've learned the hard way. And I like to help people out. Whenever I see somebody who's struggling, I like to help them out. Although, admittedly, sometimes they just need somebody to listen, and it's best not to say anything. But I try and I like to help out when I can. That's just the kind of person I am. I often think that if I was to do things over again, and I was fresh out of high school, that it might be wise for me to consider going into counseling, because I feel like I would be a good counselor. I really do. But I don't think I'd be happy. I just prefer playing games and chatting with people. That's my form of counseling. or making music. Actually, it's the music. The music is my passion. My duck, Beast, says hello. So what's the duck game that you've been playing? Must dip for now. I have a duck that I need to try. Okay. So have fun with your duck game. And thanks for popping in and saying hi. Always appreciate it. Okay. So we're going to start with just having a... No, wait, what's the cello sound like? Duck Life Battle, okay. I kind of want those cellos to be more in your face. Let's see what we can do with these cellos here. Yeah, I like that better. That is definitely more present. More, as I said, in your face. I'm getting a weird buzzing in my left ear. Is that my headphones or is that the actual... Now, why would it drop the connection? I've been having problems with this lately. All right, let me get my mouse out. See if I can't get my connection to the trackpad back. I did buy this trackpad used, and it is an older model. I think when I can afford it, I'll get a new one. No, that's not what I need. Here, let's just turn Bluetooth off. Turn Bluetooth back on. And there we go. So yeah, when in doubt, turn Bluetooth off, then back on. Okay. I like that. Okay. So I'm going to select everything and drag it out to, let's just bring it out to about 20-ish. Get it out of the way. Because that's not going to where we're going to start. We're going to lead into that. So, again, our cellos are doing... So let's record that in here. So we'll just do that for, say, 8 bars. Nice little round of 8 bars. Let's start at 1, not 2. Usually I'm rushing this, but I'm actually dragging it right now. I might try that again, and because I want to pay attention to where the accents are. Because I like having that accent right there on the... Yeah, I like that. Let's try that. Okay. Couple things to fix here, but I think we got it for the most part. Oh, yeah. Let me get my keyboard up there for you. You're going to want that. Show keyboard. Keyboard actually does 2 things when I pop this keyboard up here. One is you can see what I'm playing. And the second is what I'm actually looking at on my screen is this without the camera. So seeing the keyboard here tells me all of this stuff up here you guys can't see. So it kind of informs me as to where, what it is all you guys can see. Today's a good day. Bub, why is today a good day? What makes today especially good in the land of Bub? Inquiring minds must know. Okay, so we're going to quantize this to the 8th note. Or do we need to? Does it need quantized? I don't think it does. I'm working on some art that has me excited, and I'm hanging out with good friends. Oh, awesome! What kind of art? kind of art would this be? That's the one where it didn't quite get that accent there. I like that accent. A 6 fan art doodad that was all the rage on Twitter a while back. I've heard of this little, I don't know if you'd call it a meme, but I've heard of this. I have no idea what it really is. There we go. That's better. All right. So I'm thinking of doing like a let's get the horns in here. That's a really quiet horn. As simple as it sounds, you are given 6 characters for you to make art. Okay, so who actually decides those characters? And also, Destroya can't stay long as I'm still at work. Just had a very special encounter feeding our cheetah cups. Do share. Usually, you'd ask your Twitter followers or whoever gives you those 6. Okay, that is fair. Oh, I know what the problem is. Maybe I don't. But why was it so loud over here? What is going on with these horns? I don't know. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out a Okay, so I know I'm not talking much, and I should be. My mind is just going. So, what I want to do here is we've got this cello part here, and we're kind of working on the introduction to this, building up to what we've already done. So, I've got this cello line here, and I'm thinking I'm going to come in with a big cymbal crash, some really wild drums, and some brass. And the brass is going to be at the forefront of this part right here. But for some reason, the way I mixed the brass last time, it's just not coming out very loud. I think that's because I think that's because I wanted it to be more in the background last week, but now we're at a point where we need to bring it out a little bit more. But maybe we can do that. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. Also, I'm going to bring this back so I've got my... I always like to take this back to -1, just to give me a little bit of breathing room here. Now, I don't know if I want to go with the full staccato. I don't think I want to go with the ba ba. So we're going to need some sustains here. So let's see. Get into browser here. Go into orchestral or Hollywood Brass. There, I've gone over it like 5 times. And what was our horns? Okay, it's 2 French horns. We went with staccatissimo. That's right. That's why it's so short. That's okay. So 2 French horns, long. We want sustained with an accent there. It's also a rainy day, which makes it perfect for the soup I've got heating up on the stove. Nice. It's been dreary the last couple of days, hasn't it? Like the rain is just kind of steadily coming down. And it's not a bad thing. I mean, I like a nice spring rain. I really do like a nice spring rain. Okay, let's do this, and then the short notes will move down into the other one. Forgot to delete there. That's just... Oh, okay, I know one problem. Let's go over here and... over into the player. Get our close mics up. Bring that down just a little bit. I find that when messing with the microphones in the brass, you gotta be really careful. Because those front mics can be overpowering. The close ones. But it mixes well. Now what I'm going to do is take this and we'll bring it down here. Come in here and delete all of the short notes. I know that I could just record them separate, like record the sustains on one side, the short notes on the other, rather than doing it this way. So now I'm going into the up here. Now we're into the staccato notes, and I'm deleting the sustains here. But I find it more natural if you record them both together and then copy it over. So now we have the short notes on the proper one and the sustains on the proper, and you get this. What's it sound like? Also, hold on. Let's get the make sure these are coming in right on the beat so we're not missing it. Okay, so but you're really kind of missing the I mean, you can barely hear this. Maybe I need to bring it up a little bit more. No, that's a little better. Let's hear it with the cello there. That's better. Now let's add the low brass here. And am I liking this though? And let's listen to what we did last time. Let's add the rest of it and see what we think. Okay, let's add a low brass sustain. Let's see what we can get. Also, my low brass, I don't have the... Hold on. Let's go back over here. If we add our close mic into that low brass. Nice. Okay, and what does that sound like here? Let's go ahead and add our bass in. I forgot about that. There we go. We were down there. Yeah, I kind of like that for the bass there. You know, we may actually take... Hold on. Do I want... Yeah, let's just... I'm going to go ahead and take lead out of these because we don't really need to necessarily say that it's the lead. Just reorganize these a little bit. And then bring this up into here, into the violas. And how's that going to sound? Now I realize why they were leads. They were sustains. You know what? We're just going to Control Z all of that. What's... Okay. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. Okay, yeah, we are going to want to go ahead and get some short violas. Let's head over into here. Okay. So we want Hollywood strings, violas. See what that sound like. Actually, I think we need marcato instead of staccato. Hey, Zax, how you doing? Is it nap time? Let's get our player up here. Get the close-up. Bring it down a little bit. Also bring down the close mic just a tad. Because we don't want this to overpower the cellos. We want the cellos to be the star of this bass line. The viola is just going to give it a little bit more presence. So we want it to sit properly in the mix. I'm going to go ahead and copy this over and double it up the octave. That sounds better. I have no idea what you are trying to do there, Zax. But you're doing it. And soup is done! Huzzah! What if instead of doubling on the octave, they just straight doubled it? They can't because it's too low. I don't think it. I think it's taken away from it having the violas doing that. I'll just mute it for now. Okay, let's go back to what we're doing here. Low brass sustain. Okay, so low brass. I'm going to go for a long sustained accent. I do need to change that. Again, we're going to bring that up. Let's bring that here. And we'll get rid of the staccatos. And then get rid of the sustains here. That's going to sound like, let's solo this. Hey, this soup is really hot, so make sure you blow on it to cool it off. What kind of soup is it? That is majorly important, what kind of soup you have. Beef veggie soup. Now that sounds good. I think with all of these right here, I'm going to take the velocity down just a bit. It's a little overpowering. Okay, maybe it's just a few of them that are overpowering. Take it down on that. Take these down. These horns, though. Those right there need to go up. This is hard to get just right. You know, I think it's the articulation I've got there. Let me change that to just straight staccato instead of that staccatatissimo, because that is ridiculously short, and I think it's really messing me up here. So oh, that's effects, I was about to say. Okay. What about this? It's really not that short. And this one's... Well, it should be fine. You know, I think it just needs to go up on the velocity. Really make that pop. Okay, that is sounding better. So that velocity need to come up, but now the sustains are just a little on the weak sauce side. All this fine-tuning. I think I really need to hear just these two alone here. Maybe the velocity needs to come up on these guys as well. Let's add the trumpets now. And I'm going to need to add a trumpet sustain. So let's see here. Two trumpets, long with the accent. Let's see how that'll sound. Should I have done, because I went... Let's just play with the trumpets here a little bit. See if I can't rein this in exactly where I want it to be. those notes right there aren't right. Might be from a can, but man, it is tasty. Hey, you know, sometimes little noodle things too. Sometimes the can actually works. Let me hop on the piano here and work this out a little bit, because we're going. Okay, so yeah, I need to be moving everything down. So not just the... So what's that going to... Oh yeah, let's also change the low brass note. Oh no, that's already is. Okay, so what does that sound like right there? Yeah, I need that go up to... So what will that sound like? That's good. Okay, now for those trumpets. Okay, let's... Okay. I'll bring that up just a little bit. And let's separate these out. You know, put the sustain on the top. So... actually there. And then on this... that leaves us with... get this coming right in. Now our regular trumpets, we did add that Yeah, we got that close miking there, but we need to add it for the sustain as well. Get it nice and solid up front. We'll get more of an accent here for these. What did I just... I don't know what I just changed the velocity. Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay. We're going to bring those trumpets down just a little bit. I'm doing the mixer here. Because they are a little on the overpowering side. We want that deep brace to come out. Deep brace? The deep bass to come out and be the foundation of this. The trumpets are only filling in that high end, adding a little bit more depth to the sound. There we go. That sounds good. Okay, let's add a cymbal. Get some cymbals in here. All right, so that will be in orchestral percussion. Got some cymbals here. Cymbal pairs. And let's try these. Those are rather small. Let's try these 19-inchers. There we go, there we go. They're a little bright. Do we have a darker cymbal? I don't think so. Those are tam-tams. I think I might like this one. And what we could do is come over here and throw in an EQ. Just... shape that down just a bit. There we go. Okay, and I'm gonna wait to add that. Let's add our timpani first. I think my favorite part of any piece of percussion, the things you decide to emphasize over other things, really gets me. I think we're going to wait to add the snare until later. The other option is go ahead and add some toms. Bub's liking those toms. But I wasn't sure I liked the tom. Let me listen to what I did for the toms last time over the timpani. Okay, I am liking the timpani, or the toms, just not as sloppy as I did last time. I might re-record those toms. That's why I like music for the final fight with Ganondorf and Yep. Well, the percussion is huge. What if I kept the toms and the timpani here? No reason why I can't have both. Okay, let's go ahead and add a timpani here. Okay, and add those toms that we... And I like what we're doing. You could have a song with just toms, not be a happy bub. Like right there. like that sound right there. Okay. Hey, Atelier, how you doing? Okay, I'm gonna record that in one more time. It was a little sloppy. One more time. No, actually, I just ate lunch, so I'm not hungry at all. No, not hungry at all. No. Okay. Aren't those points just wonderful? And you know what? You know what the best part about it is? If you don't spend them at all, never mind. Oh, you know, I try and encourage people to save. You know, get a savings account. Don't rush to spend all your earnings. Put it in savings. But if you want to spend all your Baku bucks on beans, well, who am I to stop you? Meanwhile, Bub is the gambling man. Okay, what do we have here? What do we have? Oh, it's dirty dishwasher. No. No. I do not like. Okay. That is nasty. Okay. So, I think I realized why I'm not liking these symbols. I think I want something not an ordinary symbol. I'm going to go into Storm Drum and see what kind of symbols I can find in there. Something more epic. We need an epic symbol here. I think I'll find it in Storm Drum 3. There is a set of drums called Dragon Drums. I think they've got some good symbols in there. The Dragon Ensemble, here we go. Very cinematic sound of these drums. Sure is a lot of non-symbols. Oh yeah, there are. It's a full drum set there. What do I want? Let's try something else. This isn't working. This isn't mixing well. I really like the toms I have there. I don't want to replace them with this. Do I have anything else? Symbols, metals, symbols. Some chimes. What are these? No. Dark star bells. Ooh, I like these. Those are, I'm gonna have to remember these. They're not gonna be useful in this track, but I really like the sound of those bells. African boat bells. Oh yeah, I have leftover popcorn from yesterday thanks to you chumps in Discord. Hey, popcorn's good. Wait, there's Shakers and Storm Drum? I could have used those a couple of tracks ago. We have some gongs. Oh, we got some Turkish epic cymbals. Not quite what I... We have a waterphone. Have you guys ever heard of waterphone? You'll know the sound when I play it. It's a very eerie sound. You can get some really interesting textures out of a waterphone. I swear, half the time when I do these music streams, I'm just messing around. Okay. We need a really good... There's a lot of stuff here. There's a water bowl. What's this water bowl going to be like? Everyone sounds the same. Ice spells. Where's my sustain pedal? There it is. There's a track I'm about to start working on that some of these sounds could actually work really well in. Well, I'm not fighting anything I was really wanting here. I think we just need to go back to regular cymbals. Let's go back here. Cymbals. What were we on, the 20-inch Zijin? I think so. Hey, Zaffy. Good to see you. It's really nice and in your face. Do we want those toms there? Let's record these cymbals in. Okay, I kind of like that as an opener. Listen to it again. I think we need to tighten up the brass a little bit, and then it's good to go. How's the Final Fantasy music going? It's actually Kingdom Hearts music, and it's going well. Of course you're memeing. I wondered. I wondered, but I didn't want to assume. You know what I mean? So, anyway. Yeah, it's going well. So we have two parts right now. We have this part, which is going to be the intro, the beginning of the track. That's why you're still alive. And then we have this part right here, which is going to come in right in around the middle. And now we're going to bridge these two pieces together. I think what we're going to do is, so we've got our intro. It's going to scale back a little bit, build to this part, and then come back again and build to our loop point, which is going to go back to that part right there. So we've got some great direction here, and we've got about an hour of the stream left. So let's see what we can do in that hour. And then we'll finish it up next week. What was this over here? I can't remember what that was. Oh, that was our flute run that we didn't really... What in the... Oh, that's right. There's a piano part right there. Yeah, there's two things over in our junk pile. Yeah, our flute run that we decided not to go with. Yeah, I should probably name that flute run, just so we know it's the runs. And then there was the piano part. I think this was the first thing we recorded, wasn't it? That's right. That was what we were kind of basing this off of. I've got an idea. Instead of... Ooh, okay. So instead of that piano rent... It kind of is, isn't it? Okay. It's so it just is. Okay, so we're going to bring no. Where are you going? Wait. Okay. What? Oh, of course the connection would drop again. Okay. Let's see. Turn Bluetooth off. Turn Bluetooth on. See if it connects back. Okay, so I'm going to bring this piano part over here. Hopefully my trackpad connects again. I don't know if it's a Bluetooth issue with my laptop or if it's with this trackpad, but the Bluetooth likes to drop. It's just been that way. Let's see if we can get them to connect. It's so much easier to navigate around here with the trackpad than it is with the mouse. So here's my idea, is leaving all the orchestra hanging and going straight to this piano part like this. Yeah. I like it. It is very dramatic doing it that way. Do I have this going? Oh, Please give me back my trackpad. You were really not making me happy today. There we go. Connect. Connected. Connect. There. Thank you. Okay. There we go. That's better. You have it slammed back? Yep, exactly. So do we... Yeah, I think we do follow that up with... Okay. Let's take this. Ah. There. Okay. And our cello line is... But yeah, setting the stuff up in the game, remaking the HUD, and hopefully the rest of the interface, then back to sculpt. Nice! Nice. Glad to hear that the game is going back again. Because it development kind of slowed down there for a while, didn't it? Okay, so let's see. No, what? No, not the timpani. Not the timpani. We want the cello. Yeah, because laptop died. Ooh, that'll do it. How do we want to build this here? I feel like the timing of the piano is slightly off for the pacing of the cello. Well, it's different because here's the thing, and I'm going to be adjusting the cello for this very reason. I'm just trying to work out how I'm going to do it. The original melody that came up with was on the piano. That was the very first thing we wrote for this, and then we adapted that for the cello by going. So while the cello is going, the piano is going, and they're not meshing well together like I hoped they would. So I think I'm just going to take the cello and do something with a, or maybe. And it needs to go down as well. Let's see. Maybe I just need to bring. I kind of like that. Let's see what that sounds like if I do that. I like that. It kind of contrasts with the downward direction of the piano and having the cello going up with a. I think it fits really well. Okay. Yeah, let's try that again. I feel like that does need to be quantized. The eighth notes. Okay, then we're going to bring these over. Copy this over here. So should go well. Okay. So we're going to build this up. We're going to have the brass kind of come in quietly, come into a great big crescendo, and then we're going to bring some choir in because this piece is begging for some choral voices. So we're going to add some epic choir. And you know what? I have not added choir to a track for a long time. And since I've last touched choir, there have been a few new choir libraries added, or choral libraries, I should say, added to Composer Cloud that we might play with. Oh, choir in epic songs is great, and choir in epic music is great, and it's Kingdom Hearts is full of it. So I knew I wanted to add some choir or organ, but I think I'm going to go with choir route. I knew I wanted to add a choir when I started this. Let me check really quickly here. See if I've got them all installed, because again, I haven't touched choir in a while. If it's not all installed, then we may have to wait until next week when we finish out the track to add our choir. Or we might just use the choir I have and switch it out at a later time. But hold on, let me look. I think I've downloaded the choirs. I know I have Hollywood Choir, but I don't know about some of the new choral stuff that they've released. Let's see what's here. Voices of Soul is not downloaded, but I believe that is more popish. So we've got Hollywood Choirs. And there was another choral library that was recently added. The symphonic. I actually purchased symphonic choirs back before I had the Composer Cloud. So symphonic orchestra and symphonic choirs, I actually own both of those. Voices of Passion and Voices of the Empire. That was the one in particular that I think might be useful. Voices of Soul. Yeah, if I remember correctly. Let me double check this, but I believe that Voices of Soul is more like yeah, that's like your more pop sounds. Let me get a hear an audio demo. Yeah, your Sunday blues. What's that gonna sound? Yeah, it's got your soul sound. What's this one gonna be? That's cool. I have to say that's impressive. For samples, that's actually really impressive. But it's not the sound we need here. So I don't have to worry about Voices of Soul. Okay. So we'll probably be using the Voices of Empire. Is that what it was? Let me see. Scroll into the bottom. Oh no, that's extra stuff. Voices of the Empire. Let me hear what that one was. Voices of the Empire. No, that's Chinese or Asian voices. I forgot about this one. Sorry. You know I have ADHD brain. You know I get sidetracked. Ooh, I'm gonna have to make something someday just to use Voices of the Empire. Let's listen to a demo here and see what it sounds like. Sounds like a college a cappella group. Oh, I love a cappella groups. Let's see. Death of a City. Let's see. Oh, this is cool. That's really cool. This one's called Paradox. That is cool. So Voices of the Empire is good. What was Voices of Passion? I don't remember that one. Okay, Voices of Passion. Solo female vocalists from across the globe. So that's definitely not going to be ours. Though I can see what they're going for. But so yeah, we're just going to want to do the Hollywood Orchestra, which is fine, which is a great sound. So that's what we'll go with. But I'm getting ahead of myself here. I'm getting ahead of myself because I wanted to make sure I had the proper library installed before we got to that point. But anyway, yeah, let's move on here because we got to build to this point first. We may not even get to the using the choirs until next week. I think we're only going to go to that point. These last two bars here, I don't think we're going to use. We'll keep them there just in case we do. And I think at that point we will go with a... we'll build it up with the horns there. And do that with the trumpets. Or do I want to go with a... Might help if I actually play the right notes. I don't like it. I don't like these horns here. It's just, it's not building the way that I want. Let me listen to this again. Actually, let me listen to this from the beginning. I could just go with a nice, sustained note that just builds. I might, did not mean to move you. Oh, I gotta move it back now. There we go. I think that's where it belongs. Okay. Yeah, I think I do like the idea of just a sustained note there, having a. I gotta pull off of that quickly. Kind of like my horns being up that high. Okay, let's add the low brass. I was a little late with that. Let's try that again. Let's add some trumpets. Let's try the right one. Okay, I don't know why it added that. Let's, for the sake of cleaning things up. And we can get rid of that right there, that right there. And I think we'll add a timpani roll here. Maybe a timpani roll. Let's take a listen. wouldn't mind that. Then eventually we're going to build it up to... we're still not to that point. Still not to that point. Let's bring you off to about here. Subtle added feeling. Yep, exactly. Hey, Lucky. How are you doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing great. We're making some great progress in our Kingdom Hearts styled track here. Play you here what we've got so far. And yeah, I thought I put you on Do Not Disturb, but I guess I did not. So let me do that there. Okay. I'm wondering, do we really want those toms that are there? I mean, maybe I'll turn them down a little bit. They're overpowering. That's better. Could always save the toms for the main part of the... I mean, I could. I think I've just... Hold on. I think I need to edit them. I think what I need to do with the toms is edit them. You have to film a score tonight, though, so I'm going to have to leave a lurk in the shadows. That's fine. And are you going to film a score, or are you going to score a film? Just want to clarify that. Yeah, taking off this extra one. Score a film. Yep. It's been a long day already. I think taking off that one note there helps a ton. It's less busy that way, and just opening up that space, I think, makes it allows room for everything else to happen. Sometimes space is good. Simplifies it for the better. Exactly. What's made your day so long, Lucky? Why has it been so dreadfully and terribly long? Let me take a look at this piano here. What do we have for our microphones on there? Let's add a close miking to the piano. That's going to take a little bit to load. And let's see. While this is loading, what... I might go ahead and add the choir in after this and play around with that. Maybe get a good 8 bars in with that, and then we'll go into what we did last week. I like that. That definitely adds more presence to that piano. I'm going to bring it back just a little bit because it did add some volume. And I think with our bass line, I'm just going to go... or is it? Let's see how that'll sound. I like that. I do like that, adding our bass in there like that. So we've been staying in the same chord this whole opening here. 20 seconds. Pretty well in the same chord. Actually, no, there's a little bit of variation. A little bit of variation in here. But it's when we get over here that we actually do get our first major chord change. Okay. Considering adding a triangle. Okay. Let's add a triangle for fun. Why not? Why not? I mean, Zax is wanting a triangle here, so let's see what adding a triangle will do. Just for fun. Just for funsies. Triangles. Okay. Staying within our one chord here does help with building tension. It does. It really does. Do we have a close miking of the triangle? We do. Sounds like telephones. It's like an old-fashioned call center. Absolutely, Zax. Yeah, if you guys ever have any kind of constructive criticisms or anything you notice, please tell me. Because this is as much about you guys being along for the ride as it is watching me do something. Oh, I didn't get that. There you go. There's your triangle. Not going to leave it in there, but there it is. But yeah, Zax, what'd you notice? While he is typing, I am going to play this once more. Actually, no, what I'm going to do... This song sounds a lot like your stream starting music. Well, see, here's the hard thing. Do you know how many tracks there are in that? There's quite a few. And that's not surprising because it's me. So I'm gonna use similar techniques. Like very similar that I keep getting confused. There's enough difference, I think, that it'll stand out, especially when we move into this part here with the piano. One thing I'd suggest is add a small bit of piano, not necessarily the whole riff, to the opening because the transition out of opening feels a bit too stark. I actually like the stark contrast. Let me listen to it again with that in mind. I kind of like that stark contrast. Yeah, I like that stark contrast. And agreed, more Baby Shark. Wait. Oh, is it the one that could be like an epic version of a Baby Shark? Okay, now you guys are just confusing me and throwing me for a loop here. Because I don't recall ever writing something that sounds like Baby Shark. And if I did, it was probably before Baby Shark even became popular. We've succeeded. We don't know. I know you don't know the track names. Okay, now I'm too curious. Now I got to go and figure this thing out. Let me pull this over here. Okay. Let's see here. Music. Here's the stream playlist. Let me see. Let me go through some of these really quickly. I don't think it would be that one. Don't think it would be this one. Oh, Take Flight. Oh, dang. That's an old one. I think that's the oldest thing I have in here. Sorry, that's a little loud. Let me see if I can adjust the music. The audio. There we go. I don't get Baby Shark out of this. Yeah, I don't get Baby Shark out of that, and that is very different from what we're making here. It's because, yeah, that's what I was wondering about. Do we want to build a choir here? Okay, let's put the choir on hold for a minute, just for a minute, and we'll add that a little bit later. But we need to figure out what we're moving into here. Actually, no. No, hold on. Let's keep this piano part going here. There we go. And no, I said copy. There. Okay. I kind of like having that little motif in there. All right, let's see what we can do with a choir here. So we'll add the choir, add something Megalovania. I just finished a Megalovania-like track for Atelier last week. Started a new one for him this week. Okay. So we'll add the choir between the strings and the percussion here. So we'll put it right there. And let's just separate it into women and men to make it easy. Oh, you see my stupid messages, but not my serious message. What was your serious message? Oh, because I hope it wasn't mean. It wasn't something it was something I noticed and wanted to point. It wasn't mean at all. It was not mean at all. Like I said, if you guys notice something, point it out. Tell me. I love your Ballad of the... Oh, the Ballad of the Windfish was great. I loved doing that. That was so much fun. That's been close to 2 years ago that I did that. About a year and a half. That's about a year and a half since I did that. It's been a while. But yeah, Ballad of the Windfish was great. That was the first cover that I did, and I started doing my orchestral covers. And then I will admit, as much as I did enjoy doing the orchestral covers, I like this more because I feel like doing covers, yeah, you do learn a lot, but this is like the next step. This is taking something that somebody else has written, taking inspiration from it, and then making my own original piece of music. Covers only take you so far. Exactly. Okay. Let's see. We want Hollywood choirs. Here we go. Going for women's choir. For vowels, let's go with an ah. I feel like I've heard that in Lord of the Rings. Let's go ahead and add a men's section here. That almost sounded like a little thing for WandaVision there at the start when you were messing around. Did it really? Okay, men's choir, vowels, I like that. I like that right there. But is there... What can I do with this, though? Put this over here for now. I need a little bit more direction. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let me listen to this. Maybe we do go. We might save the choir for after that. Right now, I just need to decide what I would be happy with doing is figure out where we're going to go next in this opening part before finishing today. Let me listen one more time. Okay, maybe what I'll do is bring the cello back to this. Sorry, I keep going back and forth. I'm just my brain is turning. The gears of my brain are turning. I'm just trying to find some direction here. I know it's hard to watch, but what if we did move straight into this part right here from there? Go where I want you to go. No. Why are you so intent on... Look, see the 43? Go right there. Right there. There. Okay. So come down here. Check you guys. So yeah. What if we do that? I don't know. It feels too soon. It feels too soon to add that. I feel like another 8 measures of something else, and then leading into that. Hold on. Let me see what it sounds like all together if I do that. It just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right yet. I feel like we need to, so we're at 15. So we need to take that to 23, right? That'll be 8 measures. Yes, 8 measures. Okay. So we need a bridge. We need to bridge these two parts here. And I think what we can do is kind of look at what's going on here. We'll definitely get the cello and bass doing what's going on in here. So we'll get the cello doing that part, which it's already doing that right here, right? So yeah, we'll copy that over. No. Okay. All right, so now I've lost my train of thought. Okay. All right, we're looking for a bridge here. We're looking to bridge this part and this part. If we can get that much finished today, I will be so happy. And then we will go through that last part next week. So we need something melodic going on here, though. What if I do something like a in the trumpets? Hold on. Or maybe start with the horns. Maybe the short ones. I don't think so. I don't think so. I know I'm hitting a bit of a block with where to take this from here. Hit a save really quickly. Okay. Well, since we're kind of blocked right now, instead of moving on, let's tighten this up because the horns here do need tightened up. So let's do some tidying up. Let me listen to just these horns here. We'll take a look at them and see what we need to do to tighten them up. looks like those trumpets might be a little early. No, it doesn't. Okay, they are early here. Don't change the note. Get that one there. And yeah, oh, nope, don't go down there. Don't know why it's continuing to go down there. Okay. There, that should sound a little bit better. Let's see how that sounds with everything else. And then over into here. But getting the part to bind those two together, that's where I'm really struggling here. I need something of substance here. And you know what? I think I may just have to wait till next week to figure that out. Let's shift gears here. Let's shift gears and let's figure out what we want after this. Because this isn't coming right now. And it's not going to come. And that's okay. That's okay. Let's shift gears and let's figure out what to do after this. I think we're going to bring this back in. Not as jarring as we did the first time. And what we want to do is keep the same basic thing going on here. So have all of these going. Don't have the strings go, or the violins and the violas, the things that they were doing. We're not going to copy those over. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. Trumpets and the horns. You're continuing that. Let's chop that off. I'm glad that we're going this direction right now. Because nothing was coming. I was trying too hard. Yeah, and that's just the thing. If you keep trying and it doesn't come, that's a good sign that you just need to put it down, to stop. Don't force it. Come back to it later, because you might have a great idea later that will really work for you. So don't force it if it's not coming. Okay. So again, do that, not those. You, and you. I might cut the snares out, but we'll see. Let's just get this coming over here. That, yeah, that should be fine. Okay, how's that sound coming out of there? Ah, Bub sending me a bean here. Hey, oh, Iron, how you doing? Ooh, Bub giving me a... that's a stank bug. Some brain food. Baku didn't ask for brain food. I like that, bringing that in with everything else going on. That'll tie in, and we'll bring in some choir at this point. Let's cut that right there. See if there's anything that needs to be out of the way. Okay, should be good to go ahead and... Oh, there's still something there. Oh, I see what it was. Hold on. Oh, I wasn't directly on the... There we go. That should... No? What's in the way? Ah. Anything else in the way? Nope. There we go. So we're now basically a minute in. And then we're going to have men and women going... Ooh, I got an idea. I'm getting an idea here. And then what if we did kind of like a... I might change this to the... What about the legato? Is there a legato ah? Yeah, ah legato. What's that sound like? Yes, basically a boss fight. Done in taking from inspiration from Axel's theme in Kingdom Hearts 2. If we did. Kind of liking that. Except what I might do is just record in. Okay, let's try that. That was a little quicker than I was anticipating. Also, I think I might need to add. Do we get a close mic? Okay, that's in diamonds. Stage. It's in diamond. Mid. Diamond. And surround. We don't need surround though. So I just get the main. Well, that's kind of sad. I was kind of hoping for a close mic. Oh, not giving me good mic positions here. But I can at least just turn it up, so. I need to get the timing right on this. Okay. And add the ladies here. I like that. I like that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to really build this up. I'm going to really, really build this up. Make some adjustments here really quickly. Where's my... where are you at? You're really zoomed in. Oh, there you are. Yeah, it needs to be... Really needs to be that way. How will it sound if I do this? Yeah, not that great. How many lines do I get? I think I need to get a full 8 bars recorded in. It's going to be hard to reuse that specifically. And then for the ladies, I'll go. That last one might be a little too fast. Okay, I like that. Okay. And then down here at the min. Okay. There's one part where kind of see it in there. Okay, that's right there. There we go. That's better. And let's go back here. I don't know. I might add some extra voices to that. Right now, I'm just going to leave that there as is. And we'll grab the cello here. No, not colors. It's just so... These cellos are so loud. It's because... Hold on. What if we add the... What if we add tenors to this? Let's try it. Let's add that. Let's see what happens. Actually, I might just go might be wise to go ahead. Give them their own line, their own track. Admittedly, I'm not loving this. I'm not loving what's going on here. I am not loving this. You know, I think I'm just going to call it right there. I am. I'm going to call it right there. What we have done today is we have made an intro. We've started our piece. We've got kind of a sketch on how it's going to go. And we've got a launching off point for what we did last week. It shouldn't be too hard to figure out what we want to do with this. One of the reasons why I'm having such a hard time with this right now is because with a piece like this, I do take more time to prepare for it. I take a little bit more time to contemplate and brainstorm before I sit down for a writing session to kind of figure out where I want to go with the piece. And I don't normally do that for the streams just because I want you to see me come up with things as I come up with them. But I am going to have to take some time between this week and next week to really take a closer look at this and figure out how I want to finish this up. But it shouldn't be too hard. I mean, you take a look at this. We've got 8 bars to do right here. And then we have about 30 to 40 seconds at the end, which I should be able to figure out. This may take us another 2 weeks. I don't know. But I want to take my time with this one. It's a big one, and it's definitely taking some extra time, but that's okay. The important thing is we do it right. Most of the time, I like to, 2 weeks and done. I like to keep that schedule, but this is one that's going to take a little bit more effort. So let's listen to what we've got so far. And let's see where we're at. And then 8 bars of something that's not written yet. Okay. That'll do it for this week. Thanks, guys, for coming out. This was this piece is really pushing us, isn't it? But in a good way, in a very good way. When you encounter something that's difficult, it will only make you grow. So long as you keep pushing, you don't give up, stretch yourself, it'll make you grow. And so I'm glad that somebody threw out the idea to do a Kingdom Hearts track. So I'm glad that we're tackling this and that we're really digging in deep and doing something good. Nice, very stressful. This boss will be difficult for sure. Exactly. Get that stress in there. I'm liking the way it's coming out. Anyway, guys, tomorrow night, we're right back at it with Mario Galaxy, getting very, very close to finishing up the story. I am excited to see what happens there. And then, next week we're going to try and finish this track. Again, I'm not going to push myself to finish it, but we're going to make an attempt to finish it, and I'm going to I've got a better idea of where the direction this is going, and I think that next week I'll be able to get some good ideas on where to take it. Anyway, guys, be sure to check out Rogues and Roleplayers tonight. They are doing Xenoblade, so if you like Xenoblade or if you just like to kick back and have fun, be sure to head over to Rogues and Roleplayers tonight. And otherwise, I will see you tomorrow evening for some Mario. So take care, and I will see you then.